Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin. It is Thursday, October 16th, which means we need to look at day 16 of my Something Dark and Grim Halloween countdown from Yarnaceous Fibers. Let's see what this day has in store. We are on a new story. It is Hansel and Gretel. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got it. Oh, I see maybe pink again? Nope, that's not pink, Erin. That is definitely not pink. This is like a gingerbready brown color. Let's see. Hansel and Gretel Forest Crumbs. There you go. Very, I guess this isn't quite as dark as gingerbread. I expect that to be a more richer brown. But I am reminded of crust of bread. So, it's a crusty bread brown, tan, beautiful baked bread. I love it. And again, I can see very well how this fits in an overall palette that I am excited for. That's going to be really cool. I am very excited. So, today is going to start I forgot to move this forward. We're going to start going back through my themed days. The various themes I've started with abandon and not gotten back to necessarily. I did a couple weeks ago do a general update on a couple of them, but not a specific reintroduction. So today we are going to look at my Caron-O-Rama pad. I almost said pageant. That makes no sense, Erin. Caron-O-Rama project. So this came about because I have a lot of Caron yarn that is lovely and it's just waiting to be used. And Heather the Crochet Witch and I were talking, and we got on to the idea of using our Caron cakes and like, what can we do with Caron cakes? So I flew ahead and I am going to try to use all of the Caron cakes I have out. I do know I have a few more in storage, and I'm going to be absolutely honest. I have a missing Caron cake. Did I stack something on top of it? It has to be in here somewhere. Oh, I really hope I didn't do something stupid and like put it into another box. I bet. I wouldn't have put it past me to put it in another box. It used to be over there, and then... No, it is. It's there. I put some sewing fabric on top of it, guys. I saw it with my own eyes. I was a little on edge because it's the Book Lovers one from last year that was supposed to be my blanket. So, anyway, from last year's anniversary cakes, I got each person in the family one with the intent to make a throw for everybody. And I opened the box that had them, and it caused a little bit of a problem because I thought there was a certain number of Caron cakes or anniversary cakes in that box, and there was more. So I did not have enough space to put them out. So that's why I have one kind of floating around, not on a shelf, causing the issue. Oh, let's see, what is this? Oh, Hirschner's, $1.99 shipping, plus new Christmas projects to spark Y ... That's all I got. I could open the text, but why? It's probably going to ding again. So, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so I opened that box, Caron cakes, we're going to make the throws for the family. I already crocheted a throw for my son Chomps. I am now working on my second project, which in my infinite wisdom is a knit project. Why do I do this? I thought it would go quicker since they say anniversary cakes is a 6. It is not. It is a 5 weight yarn. I found this blanket, and I keep saying it wrong. It's the Garter Columns throw. I think I keep saying Garter Ridges throw, and that's not it. It's a Garter Columns throw. This is free from Premier.com. They use puzzle yarn on this. I am obviously using an anniversary cake. I am using the Hocus Crocus purpley cake I got from Miss Bingo. I really, really, really wanted to finish it for today. I think had the kids not had off school on Monday, I think it would be done. I am 1 inch away from the point where I'm supposed to start the final 10 row border. So this is so close to being done. Here it is. I'm mid-row. I work on, this has become the car project, so I work on it in the car, and it is huge. There you go. It does have kind of a basket weave look to it, but I think it's because of the stripies in the yarn. And here you can see there's the stockinette, and here's the garter column. So it does have some detail, is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I think it turned out really cool. I love the effect, and it is definitely going to be long enough. I really wanted to be done for today. I'm going to put it back in the car. It'll be, like I said, it's 1 inch away. So that's going to be 4 more rows. And then there's 10 rows for the upper border. Oh my gosh, where are my words? Where are my words, guys? This, I likely will not do 14 rows in the car tomorrow. I'll be honest. But tomorrow's Friday. Monday is dance class day. I don't think there will be any reason I would be working on it in the car over the weekend. So, I believe I will finish this project on Monday, just putting it back into its normal rotation. I could push through and try to do it tonight, but no, I'll do it anyway. That's that. My plan was to kind of put everything into a rotation and then pop back on if I finished it outside of the rotation. But literally, it's just going to be a few days. But no, I think that's what I'll do. I will pop back on. Maybe what I'll do is just move. To keep the order, I've just put it all back on my calendar. So do I just kick the next one out of line? We'll see. We'll see what the spirit tells me to do. We'll see. I guess there's no reason why I can't do an update on it in another video, right? I try not to put out more than one video a day. I feel like I've kind of lost the thread here. I have some decisions to make, I guess is what I'm getting at, but this blanket is nearly done, and I am just shy, just a touch shy of finishing it on time for today. Not that there was any sort of deadline, it was just an inner desire and a goal I thought I could meet. I just didn't do it, and that's okay. We all craft at our own pace, which of course, you know, I fully embrace given where I am with Universe in Bloom. I did work on that more today. I really am loving how it's developing. Yeah. So, Universe in Bloom, fantastic. garter columns, fantastic. I had that stack of papers in my hand. That's all of the patterns that I want to do for the anniversary cakes. And then I printed an extra one on accident. So up next is, oh, this one is mine. It is, I found this on, I thought I was looking on Ravelry at blankets, but this is from a blog, whistleandwool.com, and it is their pumpkin spice blanket. It's a crochet pattern, and that's what I am going to do with my anniversary cake. It's kind of a on the bias pattern with what looks to be maybe a crossover stitch. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to get into the teeth of it. I feel like it's a moss stitch on the bias. They use Lion Brand Hue and Me, which is a number 5. And I do recall that she did striping in it with color changes. I'm not. I'm going to just let my yarn flow. And like I said, I'm going to use the, what's it called? Book Lovers Book Club. It was called Book Club. That's the cake that I will begin using. But we'll go into that again in the future. I am super duper excited, and having the next one be a crochet blanket. I think every other one is crochet, and this was just one knit. Okay, the next one, yeah, is a crochet Lion Brand one, so for free on lionbrand.com, is a crochet ripple throw, and they used homespun, which we know is a 5 weight there. And then from lovelifeyarn.com, I found a block stitch baby blanket that uses Lion Brand Scarfy. And I thought it looked really cool, so that's the extra one I printed up. And then, yeah, there's Chomps's blanket that I made for him. So, very cool. Everything's planned out. Now it's just, you know, putting in the work and getting them done. I will, of course, link those other blankets when I talk about them and do them, because I'm going to be honest, I will likely forget to do all of the linking. Yeah, so I will do book club. Brian's going to do the blue gray one. That was like Pebble or something. And then for the leftover one, I have a prismatic from the last round, but also up there I have an older Caron anniversary cake in chocolate fountain, and then one that was like wildflower or something like that. I feel like maybe doing the block stitch one in the wildflower. Don't know why. Yeah, I just, for some reason, I'm not feeling the rainbow prismatic in the block stitch, and I don't know why. I kind of... The last year's run of anniversary cakes had really short striping, and the years prior to that had really long striping. So I feel like the block stitch will look better in a long stripe. That's my gut. I don't know. I haven't made that blanket. I haven't... No. I did use anniversary cakes from that run because there was a red one and another blue one. Chomps has a cardigan I made out of the blue, and then there's a baby blanket and a bunch of other stuff like hats and scarves I made from the red one. I think the red one was called Cherry's Jubilee. Something like that. Okay, now I'm just trying to figure out anniversary cakes I've used from the recesses of my mind. Let's move on. Let's get away from that. Those recesses are dark and scary spots sometimes. I love you all. I'm going to talk to you later. I would love to know if you also collect a certain... Oh, that's a shadow. That's a shadow. Did you? There it is. I thought maybe I had hurt my hand and didn't realize it. No, it's a shadow. Squirrel. Do you also find that you collect and don't use certain types of yarn? And do you have any urge, push, desire to go just use it? Use the pretty yarns. That is ultimately where this comes from. Use the pretty yarns. Don't hold on to the yarns to find that super special, perfect project. You're worth using the fancy special yarns on. Just do it. Just do it. And some people might hold on to their hand dyes. I realize I do not crochet nearly enough with hand dyed yarn. And I know why. Because knitting uses less of it. So I can get bigger projects out of hand dyed yarns if I knit with it. But I have done hats and whatnot with hand dyed yarn. I'd like to do some larger projects crochet with hand dyed yarn. It's a goal. I guess maybe I should flag one of these countdowns for a crochet project. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, those are decisions and talks for the future. Right now, I'd love to know if A, you're using your Caron along with me, or if you're using any other yarn that you just, for some reason, buy and hold on to because you love it and you like looking at it. That is all. I mean, I guess I just did this whole speech about use the yarn because you're worth it. But, I mean, if it's become your decor friend, as my shirt says, just so we are clear, this yarn is mine. Do not ask me what I need it for. That is not your concern, mortal. It is not my concern what you do with the yarn you collect. But I am here to encourage and remind you that if for some reason you're holding on to it because you think it's too special to use on yourself, that is wrong. You are special enough to use whatever you want on yourself, okay? We are artists and we are creatives and we can make beautiful things for ourselves and others. You do not have to make to just give away. You can use it for yourself too. Okay, I love you all. Bye-bye.